How's your day?
I am super poor, but can't be run by the gas station because I'm gonna buy my fat ass some snacks because I haven't eaten all day.
Okay. Sure you don't want to go by Ingles?
I don't know what Eagles has.
More than the fucking that place does, I'll guarantee that.
I was just gonna get 2 white chalky Reese's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking.
Oh, hold on.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. No, shit. You should have reminded me when I was in there. No.
Can you go back?
No, yeah, never mind. I lied. I got it. We can go. Yeah, no, I have it. Damn.
Well, damn.
I don't want to forget my charger again. So. Oh, my back.
My back. Oh, yeah. Well,
I'm so tired that for like 2.5 seconds I was like, damn, am I pregnant? This is not the problem. But then I was like, nah, my uterus is gone. But I was like, damn, well, maybe I am. I got ovaries. But then I looked it up, and it's only been 71 cases since like the 1930s or whatever confirmed pregnancies without like a uterus.
Oh.
So like none of them are viable, of course.
Huh.
So I was like, damn, there's no way I'm gonna be the 72nd. Like the fuck.
Yeah.
The 71st was like 3 years ago, though.
Geez, that's a very low percentage.
Yeah, so like.
So, we'll have to see about tomorrow. I'm riding on a spare tire right now.
Ew,
Yeah.
That's funny. You can't do this to me.
I ran over something and I had like.
Was it my will to live?
No. I had 3 kids in the car, like from the Christ School, I think it's called, or something like that in Asheville over by the DMV.
Ew.
And well, anyways, I was taking them to the movie theater, and I got on the highway and I heard something hit my tire, and I heard for a second like tap 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 tap, like, and I was like, I hope that's just a stone. And then about probably 3-4 miles down the road, my indication comes on, low pressure tire, 18 pounds. I was like, uh-oh, hey gang. Anyways.
Yeah, I get that. My phone screams at me when it gets water on it.
Yeah.
It literally screams.
Yeah.
I'm wet.
Moisture detected, goddammit!
Yeah.
Well. Yep, busted a tire earlier. Son bitch. Was picked up some riders, was headed to Biltmore Village, I think it's called, Biltmore Village. And yeah. Started seeing the indications and stuff. Now it's funny, my truck's got like 3 emergency notifications on it saying like the tire size is off. Somehow it knows that the tire size is off. I don't know if there's a button I need to push to tell it I'm fucking running on a spare or something, but it's still reading the tire pressure off of the tire that's sitting in the back of the vehicle. That is great, man. I was able to change the tire out. My legs felt like they were going to give out on me, though, you know. But the kids were nice. They offered. They were like, hey, you know, just let us know if you need any help. And I was like, yeah, no, I'll let you know, you know. But everything happened all right. I probably should have asked one of them to crank it up on the jack so I wouldn't have to do as much work there. That was probably one of the hardest parts. And then getting the fucking tire back up in the truck. I think I screwed my back up a little bit doing that, but I'll be okay. I feel better getting it done, even with like a little bit of pain, even though it probably shouldn't be that way. You know, I probably should be allowing people to help me and do stuff. And it's hard to realize when you're in a condition, you know, the way that you used to be, that, you know, unless you feel it, you don't think about not being that way that you used to be anymore. You just, you do what you normally do, you know. I mean, a tire needs to be changed. I change the tire. I don't think about my back and my legs, my muscle weakness and all that. It's until it actually happens and I'm like, oh, fuck. You know, that's the crazy part about it. It's like having to remember Having to remember you're handicapped. It's fucking weird. I hate that, man. Yeah. So, see if I can look up now if the Hyundai place is open tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday, man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any tire service. I may have to kind of switch my days around. I'm not going to be running around on a spare tire everywhere I go doing rideshare services and stuff like that. And Hyundai's got its own Blue Link. Let's see here. Vehicle status, valet mode, emergency services menu. That's cool. Request roadside assistance, help with lockout, tow battery and services. Huh. Little Hyundai app thing with stuff on it. This car's so cool. I can't wait to use it more in the winter time. It has a remote climate start, so in my room I can literally just pop my phone up and be like, start vehicle, and start like 75 degrees in the cab, start the steering wheel warmer on, and start the seat warmer on, and it would come down in 5 minutes from my room to get in the vehicle. You don't even have to push any buttons. You just get in, put it in drive, and go down the road. And
it sounds absolutely amazing.
Oh, dude, it's dreamy. It's so dreamy. This vehicle too, it's got this Blue Link thing where if like I wanted to leave it at the airport for a friend, I could text them the app. They download the app. I'd give them my security code. They could literally go up to my vehicle with their phone, open the vehicle, start the engine, and drive down the road just with their phone and my password.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Kind of fancy. Kind of fancy.
I'll probably never need it, but it comes in a pinch. Like, you know, what if you misplace your keys or something? You know. Actually, that's the other thing. Yeah, you gotta have that blue link activated and stuff. I think I gotta figure out, but that is a good way of getting around your not having your key fob on you.
I can't access my car. Why not? Because my phone died.
Yeah. But if it's like attached to the key fob, like right now, if I got carjacked per se and I stepped out and I've got the key fob on me, they wouldn't get too far down the road. The vehicle actually would shut off going down the road. It only goes so far or so long. I forget what the details are on that.
How was your day?
Well, aside from having a flat fucking tire that's now going to encompass more time and attention to it, it was okay.
We have a cook from another restaurant that came over because our cook and third shift cook called off.
I thought you said cuck at first.
Oh my god.
I was like, wait, what?
The only cook in this car is me, thanks. But yeah, I was, she's really cute, and she's really nice, and she's really fucking funny, and we're just cracking jokes.
Cool.
I was like, man, can we keep you? But apparently in Waynesville Waffle House, third shift all quit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They like formed a coup and they're all like, we're gonna stand up for our rights, let's leave.
What rights? Yeah.
Where is there in Waynesville a Waffle House? Waynesville Waffle House.
But I was like, damn, me over
What the fuck
there.
is that? I can't even think.
I wouldn't mind going over. That's a whole shift, you know.
Ah, yeah.
And it's night shift, and I like night shift.
Yeah. I mean, third shift kind of stuff around here, you're not going to make a whole lot of money.
That's a lie.
You don't think so?
Not at Waffle House. Third shift and first shift makes more.
Well, it depends on your location too.
Waynesville's like an upper class place, and apparently they make money bank on like tips there.
Well, there's also more bars and stuff in Waynesville. There's no bars out here. Nothing's
Yeah.
opening late in
Busy.
Canton. You should. Why don't you work two places? You should work. Try to cherry pick your shit.
Yeah, but I would need someone to like cover here if I go over there, and then traveling back and forth is just gonna be exhausting.
Well, where you don't even know where the one in Waynesville is. Is it on Russ Avenue somewhere?
Don't know.
can't think of seeing a Waffle House in Waynesville anywhere. I'm racking my brain.
It's gotta be somewhere because it exists.
Waynesville Waffle House. It's not out going towards Maggie Valley, I know that. It's got to be one on Russ Avenue. Because there wouldn't be any other place for one. There's not one by the Walmart. It's nowhere around the Walmart. It's nowhere down that main drag. Where is it on? Shit. I don't know. I can't even. I'm racking my brain. I'll have to look that up later. Not sure. It's too bad there's not a Denny's around here. That'd be pretty cool. Or one of their sandwiches, Grand Slam if you're into the breakfast thing. It's cheap too.
I'm not into the breakfast thing. I mean, I do like BLTs, but that's like there's no egg involved, so I don't consider it breakfast.
Yeah, bacon isn't necessarily just a breakfast food.
Bacon is amazing. Yeah.
Usually I deep fry bacon in bacon grease. When I have enough bacon grease, that's all I cook food in, is like bacon
that'd
grease.
be great. I'll take some tomorrow, thanks.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening tonight. I'm getting home, wrapping things up, getting to bed. I was up late last night. I was up to like 3:30 uploading videos and shit.
I'm gonna go home, take a shower, and pass out, and then get up like
Make sure to take some oil when you get home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dose up, man. Put a quarter of a capsule, a little bit under quarter, like in that meniscus. Remember that word, meniscus?
I put it in my mom's medicine box.
Ah, there you go.
She got like all sorts of stuff, so.
Sweet.
They let her take off that little pressure pump on her leg though.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe she finally broke it, I'm not quite sure. She hated it so much. Her leg looks nasty.
Aw, all bruised up and stuff?
Oh, hell yeah. More bruised every day, heals.
Damn. That sucks. No fun.
All my friends were like, tell your mom you said what's good. And I'm like, she said, fuck you, she's in pain.
Yeah. Not fun.
My one friend had to get butt cheek surgery because he had like a cyst, and the cyst did not just go away. And they drained it and cleaned it, and they tried. So now they're just going to like surgery it out. And I'm like, bro, you think my mom's in pain? You're not going to be able to sit and you work at a computer. Your job is literally coding. You're going to have to get like the softest, squishiest butt pillow or like a standing desk.
Is that a pilloidal cyst, do you know? That's what I had.
It's on the cheek, the fat part of the cheek.
I've had one of them like underneath, like where you sit.
I didn't ask because like it's kind of like, yeah, it's home, but I don't really want to know where it's located on your cheek. I just know it's on his cheek.
Dude, the worst I had was like, it was called a pilloidal cyst. And this motherfucker, it was the worst timing in the world. They packed it with I went in like...
Oh yeah, they packed it too. So it might be the same thing.
Dude, so the way the doctor explained it, he's like, it's kind of like a, he goes, it's kind of like a bike tire that develops a bubble in an area. And it was at the very top of like my crack, like just outside of my crack.
No, his
like on my tailbone.
Yeah, his on the actual fatty part.
Yeah, I've had it on the fatty part, on it, sitting on it too, kind of like a, I don't know, I don't think it was a cyst, it was kind of just like a pimple or something. It probably was a cyst. But anyways, this fucking thing was bleeding and all, and it would get pussed up and all that. So I was like, my grandmother passed away. I've got to take a flight up to Long Island, New York, you know, and I'm like, shit, let me get in the hospital and get this taken care of. I go in there and they're like, well, we're gonna have to pack it full of gauze and this and that. And I'm laying on my stomach as I have no idea the stuff they're packing into this thing. I'm just like, oh my God. And it was so bad, I couldn't sit. I was like sitting off to one side for like a week, and finally it was like, you know, 5 days or a week later to take the gauze out, and I'm like painstakingly do this, and I was pissed, dude. When I got to the end of like how much gauze they packed in there, I was like, what the fuck? Like, there was so many gauze. I was like, are these people just trying to give me pain?
No, it's the circuit ball of like the blood that
oh,
coming in.
Dude. Thank God it hasn't come back since then, but fuck me.
After my surgery, the left side wouldn't heal, and like the lady wasn't listening to me when I told her that there's glue in there and it needs to be cut out. And then so she would just like stuff like the iodine strips into the hole.
Oh.
And I'm like, lady, you're making it worse. So I went home, pulled out a razor blade, split open my side, pulled out the glue and the stitch that was not supposed to be in there.
Oh my God.
And then I stuck it with the extra gauze she gave me, and then I stitched myself back up. So it looks really bad on that one side. Like this, like the right side is just like a little mark, but on the left side it's like a black bruise still.
You're all Coraligned on the side, yeah.
But like, hey, I mean, I was right. There was glue. There was a stitch.
Son of a bitch.
I love how fast I can learn. Like I just have to see something once medically, and then I can replicate it perfect.
Medically, not me. I don't like looking at medical shit.
I don't want to be a doctor. I don't like people, but like I can watch something and then just do it.
But I gotta tell you, there's a big need for people in the medical industry, the medical field.
I'd probably be good. I mean, I don't have a panic response. Like I don't panic response.
You
and
probably,
blood and guts, none of that bothers me.
Probably would be good, because that's usually bails people out really quick. When I was at, recently in the hospital, not here in Haywood, but when I went to Asheville, every nurse, every CNA was like from another state. They were there like, oh yeah, I'm living here for like 2, 3, 4 months, this and that. I'm like, why is everybody from out of state? And they're like, I don't know, I guess they don't have enough employees here. And I was like, holy shit. And then like the night I got released, which that was a situation too. I asked the nurse, or the CNA, I asked the CNA, this black lady who was working, I could just tell both of them, the nurse and the CNA, were just like zombies. Yeah. And I was like, how many people are you guys taking care of tonight? And the CNA's like, well, I'm helping the nurse with 27 people that she's got. And I was like, the nurse is assigned to 27 fucking people.
That's too much.
You gotta be kidding me. So I'm like, they need more hiring, more people need to get in the medical field. If medical
school wasn't so expensive, I'd be so down to be a surgeon of some kind.
I tell you what, man, you get in and fuck the surgeon thing. That's going to take some years to get to that point. But you know what?
Start off as a nurse and work my way
start an entry level as just an orderly kind of thing. Eventually get vetted. Let them pay for your fucking education and move up within the business. That's what I would do. Try to get a company, work with a company that's going to pay for your education too, while they're paying you competitive wages. That's really where you want to go if you can. But yeah, there's a huge need in the medical field for just basic people, let alone surgeons and doctors and everybody else. They ain't got enough CNAs and helpers and nurses to just keep an eye on their regular patients.
But I'm never going to see the light of day or my bed.
No, they give you like 4, I've got a nurse friend who's up in Illinois, and she works like 4 days a week, 12-hour shifts, and just knocks it out, gets 3 days off, you'll take a full-time shift. You'll be working a 12-hour shift, but, and if you go into overtime, oh, you're going to be making serious bank. But that might be a 5th day out of 7 days that you work where you're going into overtime. And you still got 2 days off, possibly.
To sleep.
Well, and they know they can't overwork their employees because they've got to expect a certain level, of performance on the job, and you're not getting that from people who you're working, 80 hours a week to. You're not going to get that. Boy, them poor surgeons and doctors, man, I've seen and I've heard the stories, and I've had a bunch of customers, pool customers in Florida, would tell me these stories where they're just like, man, I was there for like 16 hours, I had this kind of a surgery going on, and it's like right after the surgery, we just go in and we crash. I'm like, so you literally fall asleep right after surgery? He's like, yeah, you're exhausted. You've been at it for, so many hours and this and that. I had no idea that was kind of the life that they lived. It's crazy. Very committed.
Yeah, but like, don't you really care about people? How do you have the emotional capacity to be like? I mean, I can fake being nice for like all of 2 hours, but then I'm gonna be like, yes, your grandfather died. Sorry.
No, you're not talking to them. If you're a surgeon, half the time they're out of commission. There ain't no conversation whatsoever. But
Well, that's not true because I had my surgeon's number.
thank you. Now that the bigger problem is more in like the entry level stuff where you've got to be a CNA or a nurse and you're going and checking on patients. Dude, I had this one lady down the hall for me that was going, "Help me! Won't somebody help me?" And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I didn't know if she was a dementia patient or whatever, but
I've seen patients like that, and I've asked nurses, and they're like, if they're yelling, they've already been seen too, and they're just yelling for more.
right. They don't understand, and I realize that too. But I'm like, you got to deal with that. You got to. I had a guy in the emergency room who was like, he was like, "Fuck this place, America." He's like, "I'm out of here. I don't need to take this bullshit. You know, I don't you dare charge me for this visit." And I'm feeling bad for the workers. Like, you know, they're all just
man.
like stretched.
None of that would faze me.
Dude,
None of that would faze me.
You need to go fucking.
Bro, it's just like fast food, man. Oh, it's taken. You just sat down. I was here for. No, I can run the cameras back. You just sat down. I don't care if you were in the parking lot. You just sat down.
There's a Haywood Medical Center's right there, dude. Even closer than the job you've got now. You could literally like walk there if you had to. Or ride a scooter. That'd be more fun. But dude, that's a hospital right there. And of course, I didn't stay there because they got staffing problems too. Remember, I admitted myself, and the lady in the ER is like, "I would keep you overnight and through the week, but we don't have a GI doctor on staff for the next week. So it's not going to do you any good." And she's like, "You need to go to mission." I was like, "Oh, great. Why the fuck did I even come here then?"
Well, it's not like you knew.
No, I know, but you expect just like, well, you expect every level of doctor at least to be within, I don't know. But it would have saved me a trip, that's for sure.
More and more people are choosing not to go to college because it's so expensive. So they just do like stuff that, like, you know, fast food and warehousing and stuff you don't need doctorates for.
Yeah, but if you want to make double the money, you know, or I always told my kids, it's either you either put in the time at work or you put in the education at school. And those
you know, they're still doing it.
You're putting the time in. You got to put the time in one way or another. You got to learn it. You got to do it. Personally, I like the hands-on. I'm always kind of like start being an entry level and watch me work quickly, because I've always done that. I've always been a very fast learner, and it's always happened. So I've always been good with that. I don't want to waste my time with shit at school, that half of the stuff I don't even need to know and it's just bullshit. Give me what I need to know. Teach me the job. You know, let me get into it. Let me learn more as I go. And, you know, that's all it takes. That's why I became such a good pool guy. You know, I went off on my own and I continue to educate myself, you know, in the areas where I thought I needed it.
Yeah,
and
but you can't do that medically. You have to go through the school. You have to go through the proper channels. You have to have the teaching.
I mean, you can't do that medically. I mean, you can't get anything certified that way, obviously, but you can educate yourself constantly.
Well, yeah, I can already do the basic stuff. I know how to use the paddles. I know how to do incisions. I know how to do stitches, glue stitches. I know how to do bullets. I know how to reset bones. I can do the IVs.
Dude, if I were you, I would get into that shit. It sounds like you've got the gearing for that kind of a job, or the stomach especially.
Well, when I was homeless as a kid in Atlantic City, I learned that people didn't go to hospitals if they got shot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I would put the word out, "I'll do your bullets." And I watched a YouTube tutorial, and then from there, just anyone who didn't want to go,
mm-hmm.
I got fishing line, I got needles, I got, you know, a little bit of glue.
We used to go and help out with, you know, Mother Teresa.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to go out and help out with her nuns who were in Boston, and our help to them was moving around hospital beds and bringing in donations of like gauze and pads and hospital equipment and things like that, because that's what they did for their community. They served like the low-income housing and stuff, and low-income people who they couldn't afford to go and take on a hospital bill if they, you know, just needed stitches.
Well, they also don't want to go to jail, so
that too is probably part of it. Yeah, run their information. There's a warrant. Yeah, so they were there just to help the people, and you know, they usually their beds and stuff. The Daughters of Charity, that's the name of the Mother Teresa order. Just beautiful people there to just kind of help people get them back to health if they can.
It's kind.
Yeah, it was really neat. Right in the middle of Boston.
It's not like they'd be busy.
Yeah, it was a busy place. It was a really old 2-story house, old house. Just, just like right in the middle of a neighborhood. You know, somebody could walk in right off of the street and be like, I need some stitches. And the nuns would stitch them up and bandage them up and send them on their way.
Yeah, my stitches are not neat. I'm not really good at the cross stitching, pretty stitches I've seen people do.
Snitches get stitches.
Well, it'd probably be easier if you had the actual stitching kit.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah, I bet. let me crochet you up, sir.
Crochet.
Yeah. You just get a fishing hook and then you you scrape down the barb part and you pin bend it and you can just wire it in, but
yeah,
it's because it's not skinny enough, it just sucks.
Yeah.
And some people they just can't sit still. And bro, I can't numb you. I'm like 15 on the streets. Like, get out of here. Pretty much.
Knock him out.
That's what the alcohol's for. I mean, just get drunk and let me do my job. Best pay I ever had, for sure.
Hell yeah. Oh, Lord. Hi there, Sue.
Have a good night.
We'll catch you later, toodaloo. What time? Tomorrow?
Same time as today.
I'll let you know, because if...
Yeah.
I'll let you know about the service on the tire. I'll have to see what I can get in there. So I'll shoot you a text.
Yep, that works.
Have a good night.
You too.